Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Spill Sesh. I want to give a trigger warning because today's video is going to be a lot darker than my normal type of video. So if you can't handle dark subjects, please do not watch this video. We're obviously talking about Jeffree Star. If you guys have been MIA on Twitter, then you might not know Jeffree has been getting tagged in a lot of posts that have to do with someone named Davi Vanity. He was a founding member of the group Blood on the Dance Floor and he got very popular on MySpace. He was on tour with Jeffree Star and they do have some music together. Before I start this video, I want to say, I know there are some big Jeffree fans out there that he could do no wrong in their eyes. I just want to say, I know this was a very long time ago because a lot of people are saying, why are we bringing up stuff from the past? There are still things that can be done. And the biggest question on everybody's mind that is bringing this up on the internet seems to be, why isn't Jeffree coming out, being as vocal as he usually is? When people are accusing you of supporting I think the first thing on everyone's mind is to absolutely come out and deny those rumors, just saying, hey, I don't support any of that. That is nasty and absolutely not. We've seen Jeffree do that before with James Charles coming out and saying, I don't support this. This is what I know. This is what I've heard. And a lot of people are wondering, where is that energy with this situation right here? There are a lot of unanswered questions that people have for Jeffree because some of this stuff is very concerning. And as you will find out later, the ongoing trauma of what has occurred is still going on. And there's an interview we will see from just last week of someone that has come out and is still questioning why Jeffree Star isn't using their power to help her put the person that hurt her behind bars. The question stands why Jeffree decided he was going to stand up for a victim and then one day change his mind and ultimately go back to being on the same side as someone who was hurting other people, children. And now Jeffree wants to come out, brush that all under the rug and say that anything he ever said about knowing anything about any of this was photoshopped. And it's clear that it wasn't. So if you're a Jeffree stan, please go into this with an open mind. I'm not trying to be a hater. I don't like cancel culture, none of that. I just want to see someone that's hurting other people go behind bars, and I think Jeffree has a big chance to make that happen and help a lot of people. I want to give credit to a lot of the people that I've seen cover this, including Petty Page, Pastel Bell, Creepshow Art, and Mimi. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I will have everybody linked down below. So I'm going to break down the situation. Jeffree Star used to be on tour with Blood on the Dance Floor, which included Davi Vanity. Davi Vanity has been accused of being an alleged, I have to say alleged for legal reasons, where he would touch children inappropriately. He has been with them inappropriately, and allegedly he has been with women and has not had their consent. So if you know what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. There's been many articles written. He has been arrested, but he has never officially been put behind bars. There's a lot of evidence there, but no one has actually spoken out and said, yes, 100% he has done this. At least nobody has said this in court, except for the victims themselves. He would do this on tour. On tour during the shows, girls would come to the show and this is where he would find his next victim. Allegedly, he would find fans and invite them into whatever they were doing, a hotel room, whatever, and that's where he would be with him. At one point in time, Jeffree Star did speak out about this and he said, I'm gonna speak the truth till I die. We saw at Blood on the Dance Floor music, Davi bring underage girls to his hotel room and do blank things, 100% illegal. He also said, I no longer support at Blood on the Dance Floor. How disgusting Davi is, touching children and enjoying the attention is evil. F off sicko. He continued to say, being on tour with that child blank has made me see the truth. I regret ever doing a song with that pig. R.I.P. because you'll never be me. If you support that piece of, then unfollow me because you're supporting child. Davi's the lowest worthless scum I've ever met. I watched Petty Page's video, and if you guys have not, she basically detailed exactly what I'm detailing here, except she got a message from Jeffree. And Jeffree told her, she included these messages in her video, hey babe, I find it so bizarre that not one person has reached out to me to comment or ask any questions. The videos I've seen thus far are old tweets, Photoshop tweets, and weird speculation, but not one person has asked me a simple question. Why? Sahavi should be rotting in a prison cell, and instead we are focusing on me and Blair and a bunch of false narratives, hoping like you always do that you can set things straight and show the truth. I'm here as always. And to answer one question, I'm not going to put someone that evil in front of millions of followers and give that piece of any sort of platform. I'm sure you can see my perspective. I never saw anything illegal or he would be in jail. I pray his victims get peace and I wish I could help put him away. So here's the issue. Jeffree is saying right here, thus far he's only seen old tweets, Photoshop tweets, and weird speculation. And then he's going on to say, I never saw anything illegal. Now you guys, I want to tell you right here that these tweets, I found them in a Huffington Post article. The Huffington Post, a actual news outlet, they have these tweets on their website. This is an article from 2019 detailing everything that happened to Davi, and this is one of the pieces of proof that they have that he is an alleged, because they used Jeffree Star's tweets. And he said, we saw blood on the dance floor, Davi bring underage girls to his hotel rooms. And if you go back to his messages with Paige, he said, I never saw anything illegal or he would be in jail. He's saying that he never saw anything, but clearly in this, he's saying that he did. This is in a Huffington Post article, you guys. It's also on a platform, a forum. Paige linked to it in her video from 9 years ago. Someone was quoting this. If we were bringing this all up today, there would not be proof from 9 years ago Jeffree said something like this. There would not be proof of this in an article that he said something like this. And you know how I know none of this is photoshopped and it's all real? Because you guys, it's still on Twitter. If you search up these tweets, you will find them. He's saying that he saw it, and this is the bigger issue, is that Jeffree said that he saw this stuff go down. He saw Jahavi bring these girls. And what do you know is that shortly after that, Jeffree seemed to have swept it under the rug. He forgave him. He said, we all get over the past. Everything with blood on the dance floor and I is great. Stop the negativity and smile. So after Jeffree said that he saw him bring girls to a hotel room, underage children, he's saying, we all get over the past. But current Jeffree right now is saying he never saw anything and he wished he could put this man behind bars. And he still isn't addressing why he ever went back to being friends with this man after he said what he said. And I'm not trying to fake you guys out. I looked up these tweets on current present day Twitter. The day I'm uploading this is the same day I looked up these tweets. You can see on August 21st, 2010, Jeffree said, if you support that piece of blank, then unfollow me because you're supporting a child blank. Davi is the lowest worthless scum I've ever met. And here you go. 1 year later, July 29th, 2011, he said, we all get over the past. It's like right there, you guys, that he did at one point in time forgive Davi. And to this day, he has somehow forgotten that he ever forgave him because he's telling Paige that he's just saying that he never said that he saw anything and that it was photoshopped and fake. And he continued on to make a song with Blood on the Dance Floor with Davi. He continued to say, love my brother, Blood on the Dance Floor. His new album is out next week. Everyone better be getting it. Going to visit Javon Monroe and Blood on the Dance Floor on the set of their new music video, Love My Boys. The rumors are true. This fall, I will be touring with Blood on the Dance Floor. Dates will be posted soon. The Scene is Dead Tour 2012. Get ready. Now, going back to what Jeffree said to Petty Paige, in his DM to her, he literally said that the reason why he's not going to talk about this, or the reason why he hasn't talked about this, is because, quote, I'm not going to put someone that evil in front of millions of followers and give that piece of any sort of platform. But if you guys realize, Jeffree did exactly that when he went back on tour and made music with Davi, despite knowing about the allegations against him and despite having said that he witnessed these allegations firsthand in person go down. And then he also said, so much love for Blood on the Dance Floor music. After 7 years of friendship, nothing can tear us apart. Someone said, so why did you make those false accusations about him? So once again, you guys, someone is saying, hey, I saw what you tweeted back then in the day. Why did you say that? And all of a sudden you're friends again. This is proof once again that Jeffree did say that stuff. Davi responded by saying, Jeffree has apologized to my face for making those false accusations. It's dead and buried. We are cool again. Jeffree apologized for saying that stuff about Davi. But then here, current day, present day, you guys, to Paige, he's saying, I wish I could put him away. It's like he erased the fact that he ever called this guy out. Well, I saw an interview from just last week with this girl right here. Her name is Damien. She's formerly known as Jessie, and she was interviewed by Pastel Bell, who conducted this amazing interview with her. and she was the 11-year-old girl that Davi was with. And she says that the tweets that Jeffree Star tweeted the night he said he saw someone go into a room with Davi, she's saying that was her. And Jeffree tweeted out that stuff in defense of her after seeing her with Davi. And the reason why he went back and became friends with Davi was because he probably needed money. That's what she said. He probably needed money. He was broke, he was poor, he needed work. And staying on the side of a victim was not going to get him anywhere in life. It was not going to make him any money. It was not the financial decision that he was going to be making. So he chose the financial avenue rather than the moral highway. So that is what she is claiming.
I can tell you that Jeffree Star called out Davi Vanity because of me in August of 2010, literally a month after the whole You Done Goof thing happened, and then made up with him. Only after, I don't know, maybe some financial, it seems like Jeffree Star only has a financial incentive for anything he does. It seemed like he was trying to defend me at one point, but then, because the favor wasn't in my direction, he, backed the off because, there wasn't any money in it. And then he just goes to basically be like, oh, my brother Davi, when, he saw me. You said you saw me.
And this video, like I said, you guys, April 14th, 2020. So if you want to say that all of this stuff is in the past, just know that April 2020, just last week, this girl is still experiencing the effects of the trauma that occurred to her when she was 11. And Jeffree Star claims that he saw something, he had the opportunity to put this man behind bars and did not. And to this day, he's saying he never saw anything. Jeffree has such a platform. We saw what he did with James Charles. He was so quick to cancel him. He wanted to send a message. He wanted everybody to know to be careful of James Charles. Don't go and see him. Don't hang out with him because he is dangerous. That's what Jeffree was saying about James Charles. Why is he only telling Paige how dangerous Davi is? Why is he not speaking on this? I understand what he's saying about not wanting to give him a platform, not wanting to promote him, but he already did that. He already did that back in the day when he forgave Davi and let everything else slide. So why not let everybody know, hey, this man is dangerous. Let's put him away. I'm going to use my platform, my power to make sure I protect people by giving them a warning about this man, just like I did with James Charles. The one thing I personally hear all the time is when you see something, you say something. Because if you stay quiet, it's going to keep happening behind closed doors and no one will ever be saved or protected. If you don't report something, it's going to probably happen again. And that's exactly what has happened here. There are so many victims of Davi's that have come out and spoken out against him in the public, in the media. It's frustrating to see someone say, I witnessed it firsthand. And I know others that have also witnessed it firsthand. And for them not to take that information to the authorities, but to sweep it under the rug, forget about it, and years later, just not even let the world know that this man is hurting people. People have made it known that this seems to be a pattern for Jeffree. I know a lot of other people are bringing up that he has other friends that have done similar things, people that he was friends with that are convicted and are in jail. But I haven't seen a continuous friendship, so I don't want to say that he continued friendships with all of his friends that ever did anything inappropriate with people. From what I have seen is that, he did come out and he did say that he saw something that Davi did that was inappropriate and then continued to be friends with him and make music with him and continue to go on tour and continue to bring his fans on tour so that Davi would have the chance to meet Jeffree fans. Now listen, I feel ridiculous even saying the whole James Charles thing and all of this because there was no evidence on James Charles. There was no arrests. No one had reported anything that had happened to them between James Charles. But I'm just saying the whole reason why this got brought up truly was because Jeffree went and supported James Charles and someone said, hey, this isn't the first time that he's gone back on his word and supported someone that he previously said did something very terrible. I feel like the whole James Charles thing is not as serious as the Davi Vanity thing in the slightest because what Jeffree said he witnessed with his own eye with Davi Vanity is not the same thing as what he said he heard James Charles do. So he's saying he witnessed something, and to Petty Page, he's still denying that he had any evidence. But there is a girl, a victim, out here saying Jeffree knows, Jeffree saw, and he's staying silent. So I don't know if he owes one to Davi Vanity because he got money from him, or that he doesn't want to admit that he needed money back in the day and that's why he had to rekindle the friendship and forget about all the bad stuff. I want to know what you guys have to say about this, because this is something that is happening on the internet. This is something that is very big going on, and I felt like I needed to talk about it with you guys because a lot of people were asking me to tell them what has been going down factually. I'm not trying to give a personal opinion here, and I'm really not trying to sway anybody to hate Jeffree or, you know, anything like that. That's not what this video is about. This video is about, let's help these girls. Let's put this man behind bars. And I think Jeffree has the power to do that. So that's what I have to say on that. Let's discuss this in the comments down below. This whole story that he is telling that's kind of getting a little flip-flop. Did he really witness something? Was that a lie? Why is he saying he never saw anything when he did? Why did he go back to being friends with this man? Those are the questions people are asking. Let me know if those are the questions you want answered in the comments down below. I love you guys so much. Stay safe. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.